Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Mike and this is Build and Tinker, and we're back on the Ford Falcon XBGT today. This is the Hachette model, the not associated with any particular film, Honest Gov model, and we are on issues 23, 24, 25 and 26. So I've not opened the packets, I don't know what's in them, so let's have a quick look and start building something. So here are the parts for issue 23, and we're continuing with building the floor of the car. So we're going to go and get the other pieces and we'll start to attach them. So here's the piece we built last time. It's part of the rear floor along with the spare wheel well, and we're going to be inserting this piece over the top. And it's quite a simple piece of construction. It simply sits over the top here onto some screw posts, and then we attach it down with some DS02 screws. And that's that part complete, and it's pretty straightforward, simply screwing this piece on. So let's have a look at issue 24. And issue 24 includes another large metal piece of the floor, and the instructions show that it goes on the front end of this floor piece we've already made. And it quite simply sits over the top. Again, it's very obvious where it goes. It drops onto the posts, and then we screw that together with some DS02 screws. And there that is. That's a pretty quick piece of installation. So we'll move on to issue 25. So issue 25 gives us some more of the floor, and it's a cover piece that covers the gap in the floor pan that we just installed. Some more DS02 screws to install that with, so let's get that screwed down. Then we have one single PS08 screw that goes in the middle here, just to bring these two plastic pieces together. And that's it for issue 25. In issue 26 we get more chunky pieces of metal. We get this lovely piece of front chassis subframe and a metal cross member to go with it. There's also a packet of DS02 screws to help hold it all together. So this is obviously the front of the car, so it's going to go this end. So we'll shuffle this back like so, and let's make sure we get it the correct way up. Okay, and then it just sits over the top of these posts here. So again, really easy fitment. In fact, that's holding itself in place. So we'll just get some screws onto this. And now the cross member goes onto here. Now, this is where I got overexcited and installed them in the wrong order. You're actually supposed to put the cross member on first, but I don't think it really matters. We just need to flip this over. And the cross member drops into these little cutouts. See these little shaped cutouts here? This drops over with the shape so that this cutout here faces the front of the car. See, it just drops beautifully into place there. And then we screw it in from the other side using some DS02s. And that's the front chassis subframe attached. What was good is I was able to actually install that using the spare DS02 screws from the previous magazines, which means I have a whole packet unused. So that's quite useful, easier to store a packet that's not been opened. So that's the end of issue 25. None of this was particularly challenging, but actually it was quite rewarding, because what we've suddenly ended up with in just a few short issues is a near complete chassis, with the exception obviously of suspension and everything. And all of a sudden we've got a big chunk of car. It's always a nice place to get to in a build when it starts to really take shape, because with this particular one we did lots of little fiddly bits first. And all of a sudden we've now got a chassis we can start bolting things to. So really excited to see what the next few issues bring. And hope you are too. So please click that subscribe button if you haven't already, because it really helps with promoting the channel and helps me keep everything going. So, I really appreciate that support if you can. And I hope you're enjoying the build as much as I am, and I look forward to seeing you next time. So take care.